It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at Sacramento. Right now, they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds. And checking out Dallas. Right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And right now for Dallas, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got P.J. Washington, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Klay Thompson. And there's Davis, and it's Gafford in at the 5, rolling the paint. And for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Pass to Washington. Davis with it. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Ellis. And here's LaVine. Now DeRozan. No good on the 3. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Well, it's all about being confident from there for Spencer Dinwiddie. A capable threat from distance now.
And here's LaVine who brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Murray outside. Back to LaVine. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
Thank you, David. DeRozan's shot is good.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Here's Dinwiddie. 8 points his last outing. Thompson outside. Back to Dinwiddie. And here is Washington. Thompson finds Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Bounce pass Davis. Here's Gafford. Rebounded by Ellis. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to LaVine. Sabonis' screen on Thompson. Buries the long-range jumper. LaVine's got 7.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. LaVine can do a lot of damage from deep.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Dance Camp time. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself up on the big screen? Time to show us your best moves. Let's go.
And checking out some numbers for Anthony Davis.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and Gafford throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Here's Ellis, following the score by Dallas. The three. Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Dallas. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Now Ellis, after Spencer Dinwiddie missing on that last three-pointer.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Thompson outside. And it's off from three-point range. Kings leading now by 4. DeRozan in the corner. Back to Ellis. Pass to Levine. The tray. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots after a good start.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Murray outside. DeRozan for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got 5.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Pass to Davis. And stolen by Murray. DeRozan against Washington. No good from 11 feet. Mavericks trail by 7. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Now, here's Washington. Nothing on the board. Davis with a screen on Levine. Dallas, no good that time either.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to Ellis. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Ellis. Ellis has got 3 assists now in this one. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Here comes the fun base. Your Sacramento Kings Breakers. Make some noise.
Monk's checked in for Sacramento. The Mavericks also with a sub. Christie, he's checked in for Washington. On defense, the Kings. They have a 9-point lead. Christie the pass to Dinwiddie. Yep, it counts. Dinwiddie's got 5 points so far.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Last time they met was in Dallas where they beat the Mavericks.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Mavericks trail by 7. Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Davis. Shoots over DeRozan. Hits the jump hook.
There's so many ways Davis can beat you on the interior. Defenders always on their heels when he is attacking.
Here's DeRozan. Monk outside. Now Sabonis. Covered by Gafford. Clock at 4. The jump hook and no good. Trying to use the glass. Dallas has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Christie. Still without a basket. Here's Thompson. The baseline J off the mark.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Levine against Thompson. One for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 5. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good from outside.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Few guys, if any, do it better. DeRozan knows the mid-range shot is his patented shot, and he makes it happen.
Now here's Thompson. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. Good on the triple. Thompson's got 6 points.
He's only 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into some kind of rhythm.
Here's Monk. His last outing, he had 8 points. DeRozan with it. To the inside. Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Excellent pick and roll action at times. Sabonis has great hands, rolls out of the screen effectively and hard, attacks the defense as the roll man.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 5. Thompson outside. Dinwiddie sets the screen for Thompson. Misses the 3.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Murray, no good.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Davis playing big. Love to see that. Creating extra scoring opportunities as a result.
Kings leading now by 4. Monk right side. Pass to Levine. Outside DeRozan. Over Christie. Tries again. And Sabonis lays it up and in. Sabonis has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, I love the aggressive nature with which Sabonis offensive rebounds. He hustles, he's got great energy, but he's also pretty skilled. And you saw all of that right there.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Dinwiddie for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
4 on the clock. And the rejection by Gafford. Dinwiddie passes to Christie. Pass to Thompson to the wing right side. Christie kicks to Thompson. And the 3 ball is good. Thompson's got 9.
Well, that's exactly the guy you want to set up. I mean, Klay Thompson feels like every shot he takes is going in.
There's a minute left in the first quarter. Outside, Levine. Back to Monk. Outside, Levine. All alone. And he nails the jumper. He's got 12.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And that one is good.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Levine. 12 points for him. Monk outside. Pass to Murray. Back to Monk. Murray kicks to Levine. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Levine, a remarkable scorer, and he can help you in a lot of different ways. Showing it all tonight.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. The layup missed.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Kings on top, up 6. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Sacramento?
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Christie is out there with Williams, and it's Marshall in at the 3 slot.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Pass to Christie. Marshall deciding where to go with it. A 3-pointer off the mark.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Valanciunas. No scoring in this one. Laravia passes to Monk. Offline with his 3. Mavericks trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Christie. Williams, a screen on Levine. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Christie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Christie against Levine. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Lively finds Washington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
And the first one at the line is good.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
Sacramento making a switch here. Ellis is checked in. Washington hits them both. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
The Mavericks trailing. Outside Williams to the right side. Washington against Lyons. Washington kicks to Marshall. Shot clock at 6. There's Williams with the 3. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Ellis against Christie. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Mavericks have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass to Lively. Inside, Washington. That gives them the lead. Washington's got the lead up to 1 now for the Mavs. Sacramento's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Levine dishes to Monk. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Hey, if you're going to foul Monk, you need to wrap him up. I mean, when you don't, he finds a way to get the ball in the basket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Kings making a switch here. Sabonis is checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Martin's checked in for Washington.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Monk. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
You all know what time it is. Here comes your 916 crew, everyone.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Jonas Valanciunas.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Outside, Martin. Williams, a screen on Lyles. Martin wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. The Kings leading. Levine looking around. Misses the layup. Dallas has gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one on Monk.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there.
Williams.
He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across Europe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Now here's Levine. Not a lot of room. That shot off.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Williams against Monk. And here's Edwards from the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Bean passes to Sabonis. Williams with the steal. To the wing on the left. Lively against Sabonis. Williams kicks to Marshall. No good with the triple. The Kings trail by 3. Ellis surveying the D. Pass to Lyles. And it's good for 2. Lyles got his first basket. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. There's the pick. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Monk. Rebound by Williams. Dallas shooting around 40% from the floor here. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Monk outside. Pass to Levine. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Levine's got 18 points in the game.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
In the second half of the season, this group of teams has really heated up from beyond the arc. Fourth, the Kings.
I mean, they've gotten better at shooting the ball as the season has gone on, and you like their trajectory. I mean, they're in a great offensive groove right now.
Shoot.
And he can't get the first one.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And some changes here for the Kings. Laravia's checked in, and it's DeRozan in for Levine. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Edwards. Thompson, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Christie.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Marshall is checked in for Williams.
Number 13, Najee Marshall.
Monk outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Ellis outside. Pass to Sabonis. 5 to shoot. Laravia. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Marshall will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Davis up top. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Monk, the pass to Laravia. DeRozan against Thompson. And the layup falls. DeRozan's got 11 points.
So determined is DeRozan as he has piled up a ton of points in this league.
And here are the Mavericks now, trailing by 2. Thompson outside. Pass to Marshall. The 3 from Davis. And Davis nails the 3.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Now here's Davis following the miss by DeRozan. Missed inside. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
Here's Dinwiddie following the score by DeMar DeRozan. For the 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Kings leading. DeRozan in the corner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls.
DeRozan has that old school game, a throwback wing. He's not just a three-point chucker, and that makes him a different kind of matchup.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. Both shots good from the stripe. Mavericks trail by 3. Outside, Davis. Gafford sets the pick for Davis from downtown. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Monk against Dinwiddie. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. DeRozan against Washington. Gafford kicks to Thompson. Davis down low. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's DeRozan, and the layup's good off the glass. DeRozan's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Just so good finishing around the goal. DeMar is tremendous in the paint.
Mavericks trail by 5. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Dinwiddie. Gafford trying to break free. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 9.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The King shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And DeRozan kicks to Monk. On the wing, Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Washington. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Thompson outside. Over in the corner, Washington. Outside, Davis. Off target with his 3.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Great open look there. And it's an 8-point Sacramento lead.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Dinwiddie. Davis with a screen on Monk. Trains it from beyond the arc. And that's 12 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Boy, Dinwiddie does not hesitate to go right back at a guy when he's been scored on. He wants a 3 of his own that time.
Mavericks foul. Klay Thompson. First personal foul. Third team.
Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Free throw good, Ellis.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Keegan Murray's checked in for the Kings. Zach LaVine comes in for Monk. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie outside. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. Clock at 6. Here's Davis. Murray with the defensive effort. That will count. And so it's Sacramento heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column
through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. He's averaging about 19 points per, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Kings leading now by 4. Ellis outside. Murray kicks to DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists tonight.
He is so silky smooth. DeRozan, a stone-face assassin.
Dinwiddie outside. Over Ellis. Rebound by Murray.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's DeRozan. Mavericks with the rebound. To the paint, here's Davis. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Sabonis. DeRozan passes to Murray. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Ellis. Just 5 to shoot. Levine's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now here is Davis. Over Sabonis. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Davis.
Well, I tell you what, Davis is at his best around the basket, but the mid-range shot is a big part of his game, too.
Sabonis, the pass to Levine. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 20 points for Zach Levine.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Mavericks trail by 7. Pass to Washington. Thompson from long range. They get it back. Davis doing his thing inside.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Always finds Sabonis. Dinwiddie with the steal. All alone. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Dinwiddie so efficient, making the most of his opportunity with good effect.
3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Outside DeRozan. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got 11 rebounds in the game. Thompson with it, guarded by Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Keegan Murray.
Not someone you want to send to the foul line. Klay Thompson is nearly automatic from there.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
A legendary shooter, Thompson is also a versatile defender who plays with great energy on both sides of the ball.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Who wants a t-shirt?
And with this break in the action, let's look now in on who among the NBA's shooting guards have the most thefts in the second half of the season so far. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Murray outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Levine against Thompson. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Kings leading now by 3. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough. Now, here's Thompson, following the missed shot by Sabonis. Here's Dinwiddie, and he overshot that one, missing. And Zoelis will bring it up for Sacramento. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And DeRozan kicks to Ellis. Sabonis' screen on Washington. 6 to shoot. The 15-footer, and he gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Thompson outside. Pass to Gafford. Washington with it. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Shoots over Washington. Hits the target from 18 feet. And it's a 7-point Sacramento lead.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Now here's Ellis. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Washington. Outside, Davis. Thompson sets the pick for Davis. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Bean passes to Murray. Outside, Levine. It's rebounded by Dallas. Washington's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
7th and fewest turnovers per game. And they are in the top 10 in team scoring. Really good offensive execution. This is a tricky team to defend.
And that work they've done at the free throw line, Greg, has been so valuable to them. A lot of games come down to foul shots. And for them, that's a good thing. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Ellis. Now here's Thompson. He's got 10. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside DeRozan. Back to Monk. Here's the 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Monk's got 6.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that 3-ball. I mean, fantastic. Measuring those long-range shots up and knocking them down.
Sacramento leading by 7. Down low, here's DeRozan, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, I tell you, DeRozan puts so much pressure on the defense, he practically forces guys to foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
First one falls for him. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Both free throws good from DeRozan. Mavericks trail by 9. Outside Williams. Pass to Marshall. Thompson outside. Now Marshall. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 4 on the shot clock. Marshall sets a screen for Williams. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
DeRozan passes to Monk. Shoots from the baseline. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Monk.
The assist.
Monk's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Thompson. Williams against Monk. Williams passes to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Outside Levine. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Now Williams. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And Thompson throws it down.
Relentless effort from Klay Thompson. He gets the foul and pushes right through for an and one.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. Mavericks making a switch here. Lively's checked in.
Just one.
That free throw good from Thompson. Kings leading now by 4. Lean passes to Sabonis. Murray outside. And Lively pulls it down. Dallas has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Now, here's Monk. He has 6. Sabonis' screen on Christie. The wide-open look here for DeRozan. Cans the shot with nobody near him. DeRozan's got 38 points.
Well, DeRozan really has a gift for scoring. Buckets just seem to find him.
To the middle. Christie kicks to Thompson. Outside Williams. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
DeRozan's shot is good. And it's an 8-point Sacramento lead.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Thompson with the 3.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Outside DeRozan. Over Christie. And that one hits back iron. Mavericks trail by 5. Williams looking around. Drives to the hoop. Out to Thompson. The 3. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Here's DeRozan. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lively a screen on Levine. Thompson dishes to Williams. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Sacramento's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Monk outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, Sabonis doing a nice job. Nothing fancy. Keep it plain and simple. You get that rebound and throw it back down right away.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Thompson. He's got 19. Lively a screen on Levine. The shot by Thompson, no good. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the Sacramento Kings. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We'll return shortly. Arm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Williams. Edwards is out there with Derek Lively. And there's Christie, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 6-point game. Pass to Christie. Lively a screen on Ellis. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now, here's Sabonis. Shoots over Lively. Can't hit from 12. Here's Williams. Sweet little floater.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
.60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Lyles kicks to Sabonis. Lyles passes to Monk. And the 3 off target.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Hardy, he's checked in for Christie.
Number 1, Jaden Hardy.
Here's Marshall. Edwards passes to Lively. 3, Marshall. Monk grabs the board. Kings leading now by 4. Looking to end his cold spell. He takes it up and lays it in.
And he's an explosive guard who isn't afraid to test the defense. Heads up play there from Monk.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Hardy. Lively with the screen. Now here's Hardy. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the triple.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Monk with the ball. And the layup is good. Monk's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Marshall passes to Williams. Pass to Marshall. Lively with it. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. And here is Ellis. Monk outside. And here's Sabonis. Lively defending. There's Ellis with the three ball. Buries it from three-point range. And now it's an 8-point Kings lead.
Nice feed, just like his dad. Sabonis is an excellent passing big man. The passing gene was passed on.
Oh, here's Edwards. Now Williams. And he banks in the layup. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Lyles, it's a screen for Sabonis. Over in the corner, Ellis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Lively. Here's Hardy. And no good. Ellis with some nice D. Here's Monk. He's guarded by Williams. Monk, the pass to LaRavia. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Puts it up from 12. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Kings.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Lively. And that one's good. Hardy. Hardy's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Here's Monk. Pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Lively. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Now, here's Hardy.
First personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Dallas. Hardy taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Hardy. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Davis comes in for Edwards. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Marshall. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Williams. So he gets them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Valanciunas' teammates love seeing that. Great to see him driving hard and getting the call.
Jonas Valanciunas, 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Dallas making a switch here. Washington's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Mavericks trail by 8. Inside, here's Thompson. Goes back up. Inside, Klay Thompson.
Even though he does most of his damage along the perimeter, Thompson can also dial it up inside.
Pass to Monk. Now here's Murray. The shake. Davis with some nice D. Monk against Dinwiddie. Gafford misses. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Kings. They've led by as many as 11 points. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. From outside, off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Kings leading now by 6. Right side, Levine. Here's Valanciunas. Takes it off the glass.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Now here's Thompson. On the wing, Dinwiddie. They get it again. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now?
Timeout,
who
timeout.
knows?
Timeout, Kings. Sacramento making some changes. Sabonis comes in for Valanciunas, and it's Ellis in for Malik Monk. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Now here's DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Gafford. Sabonis, no good. Mavericks trail by 6. Loads it up for Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Sacramento's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Good ball movement here by the Kings. DeRozan against Washington. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
Taking 2 shots.
That one is off.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
And he sinks the second.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Dinwiddie passes to Washington. Back to Dinwiddie. And here is Washington. Pass to Davis. Now Dinwiddie. Over Ellis. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Dinwiddie.
Not allowing the pressure to bother him or phase him. Dinwiddie, even with the shot clock winding down, stays in control of the situation.
Now here's DeRozan. Levine for 3. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Levine. Washington kicks to Davis. AD for 3.
Anthony Davis showing you he's in control when the spotlight is on.
Sacramento leading by 3. DeRozan passes to Murray. DeRozan scanning the floor. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Gafford misses. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. DeRozan's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 3. Loads it up for Davis. And Sabonis pulls it down. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. DeRozan inside. Davis is on it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul.
That one on Davis.
DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so it makes him hard to guard, especially from this area.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Dallas Mavericks. Murray against Davis. The shot comes out. The Kings shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Good on the shot. DeRozan's got 43 points.
We've seen this a bunch of times. DeMar having a huge night, and the defense has no answer.
Davis against Murray. And that one's good by Davis.
AD staring them down and letting them know this ain't over yet.
DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 45 points.
This is what scratches the itch for DeRozan. Moments like this, he lives for. Takes great pride in being the guy to knock down the critical shots.
Here's Davis following the score by DeMar DeRozan for Murray. That one a little long. Left side, DeRozan. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And it's an 8-point Kings lead.
Nice shot by DeRozan. Tell you, he's one of the better shooters off the bounce in the league.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
One more time for your Sacramento Kings Breakers. Louder.
50 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie has good size at the point guard position, and he uses it well to draw fouls.
At the line for the Mavericks, Dinwiddie taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Boy, there's not much to not like about Spencer Dinwiddie's game. He's a 6'5" combo guard. He can handle the rock. He can play with the ball, off the ball. Love his versatility.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good, Levine.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Dinwiddie outside. Dallas again missing. And here are the Kings now. From deep, Dallas. And Davis pulls it down. Fate looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
We'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
For 3.
So the Kings win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
We got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
Just we focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, so we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.